Hey everybody, it's Grace. I'm getting on a few minutes early. Um, my husband said he might pop on to give me some conversation in my live chat. I actually downloaded a notebook thing on my laptop. So instead of me going around in circles, thanks, babe. Instead of me going around in circles and forgetting things all the time, I can remember. And thank you, son. My family is really giving me the support tonight. I appreciate it. Because I know that, I put on that I would be on at 8:30, but apparently I changed my mind. So, let me pull up. Okay. Sorry about that. So, one thing I want to discuss with you guys is I found out getting updated on everything. The one thing I already know about, but this is new to me. So we all hear Chris Watts say in his neighbor Nate's house when Nate is showing his footage that the only person that you see is Chris Watts. The only thing that Chris didn't know, see, Chris said that there was somebody breaking into his truck, right? So he asked his neighbor to basically keep an eye on his truck for him. That Chris would move his truck to where his Nate's CCTV footage would catch anybody in the act. But what Chris Watts did not know is Nate moved his camera a week before the murders. So Chris didn't know that. And that is very, very interesting to me. And the second thing, it's nothing new, but to be talking to it on live to you guys is new for me. The gate walk. This style of walking, I guess. It's like a fingerprint. Well, it can be portrayed as like a fingerprint, I guess. And you don't see, and the other thing is there's a gap in Nate's motion sensor. So you don't see Chris Watts walking out to his truck. Because by the time he gets to the bush, that famous big bush that, blocks everything, the camera has already turned on. It's activated now. Then you see this other person coming out of the garage. This is a female. It has been 100% confirmed that it is a female. The only female I can think of is that it's the famous Mistress. And I've been listening to AD, Armchair Detective. Well, all I know is his first name's Alan. Pretty much all day. Not just getting caught up on stuff, but because I enjoy his videos. He is very dedicated to this case. He has put in thousands upon thousands of hours into this case. There's a lot that goes into his investigation. And I commend him for that. I truly do. Because honestly, I don't think I could do all of that. I mean, just installing the notebook on my laptop just so I can remember what new to say to you guys, or something that I haven't said before is, to me, it's a huge help. So who want Yeah, babe. It was a motion sensor. And I guess, I don't know if you caught, because when I was down there and I was watching, and AD was talking about, no, Chris West didn't know it was moved a week prior to the murders. And you probably weren't paying attention because you were watching Ink Master, which I actually kind of like. But to get back on the subject, the motion sensor had a 10-second kind of like glitch, or I don't know. Basically, when Chris came out, it didn't see him come out, but you could delay. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, babe. But you could see that he was, you saw his lights go off. But you saw the mysterious woman. Actually, she's not really mysterious. We all know who she is. But then she walks out because the motion sensor is already activated. So it shows her coming out, but not him, because of that 10-second delay. So, yeah. There's that. There's the red car. I'm sorry, to be specific, the red sports car. I only know one person that has a red sports car. And it was mentioned plenty of times. Leave him alone, Jim. NK's best friend. Well, guy friend. Who knows? They might have did other stuff. So is she the unnamed in jail yet? She hasn't been arrested yet, but she is the unnamed person that they are. Crap, what's the word I'm thinking of? The accomplice. Yeah, basically the unnamed accomplice. Unnamed female accomplice, mind I say. But, this camera, yeah, today was the first time I knew about the camera being moved a week prior to the murder. To me, that is huge. So she is the new person of interest. Yep, she is. But, so far, babe, Audrey Briggs, that psychic, I know you don't believe in them, but she's been right. Because she said it was Chris Watts, because he was crouched down in a corner. Basically didn't have the balls to do this. He was not the mastermind. NK was. And it was NK, Leave It Alone Jim, and an Hispanic woman. So, yeah, it messed up their plan. Yeah, it did. Because and she really is the hero, and I've said this a million times, Nicole Atkinson. Sorry, it's hard to pronounce her last name. It was Shanann's best friend. And she was also a promoter of Thrive. She knew Shanann's plans for the, following day. Or that day. Not only that, but Shanann also, it messed up their plans because her PIN was changed from 4 digits to 6. And there was only one person who knew the code. And I think that was Shanann's mom. And it was the baby's due date. Nope. You don't what, babe? Sorry. You lost the new baby coming. Yeah, she was 15 weeks pregnant. And Chris tried, playing stupid, saying that, he couldn't have been the father, acting like she was the one cheating, but she wasn't. She was sending him self-help books about to repair their marriage. She was fighting with every being of her core to save it. And he wanted nothing to do with it. Yes, I know you don't believe in psychics. I know. Trust me. But they do exist, even though you don't believe in them. Other than my husband, does anybody else? I don't know if my son is still in here. He shouldn't really be in here. I know he supports my channel, but it's really not, even though he's a teenager, he should not be in here. I think she knew something was off and she was trying to fix it before it went that way. She knew that she definitely knew something was off. But I also think that her gut instincts kicked in, and I think that's why she changed her PIN. No, Zach. Only Chris Watts, the husband. I think that Shanann had a really sickening feeling about it, and I think she changed her pin for that reason. She didn't want Chris to know because they both had the same pin. It was a 4-digit pin, and they were both the same. And they're, like I said, only her mother knew about this pin change. So, yeah. And like I was saying the other night about, I think she saw in the baby monitor on her phone when she was walking up, and you see her from the door camera or door Vivid. You see her walking up, and she's staring at her phone like it's the most important thing in her life. And you see something because even Chris said that when the baby monitor is on and they're like looking at it like on their phones or whatever, it's in blue. Her screen was in blue. She was looking, and I think she saw what was going on. And she ran in there guns blazing. She didn't care that she was pregnant. She was not thinking about herself at all. She wanted to save her babies. So, wait, what? So she's seen the stuff go down on the baby cam. That's what I think, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. There are multiple people who think that she could have possibly seen all this happen, or at least one of her daughters being attacked, and she went in. She went into ultimate mother mode. I mean, she would do the same thing that I would do, or that you would do, honey. But we don't gotta worry about that, because neither one of us are psychos. And it's still up in the air who did the killing. It really is. I do believe in Audrey Briggs. And the reason I say that so heartedly is because she was given death threats. And she was basically forced out of YouTube. I would say, why didn't she call the cops? Because there would have been no time. I mean, even because her best friend dropped her off from the airport, and her best friend was out on the street getting ready to take off by the time Shanann was putting in the pin to unlock the front door. Shanann knew in her gut something wasn't right. Not only the lazy dog charge, because Chris Watts and NK, good for you, son. Chris and NK went out to dinner on Saturday night. Now, mind you, this supposed murder, at least of the girls, happened Monday morning. The autopsy report shows that Shanann was still alive, and she did not die until the 14th. The girls, unfortunate for the whole family, the girls were murdered on the 13th. And I just, welcome. I see that somebody, just joined in. If you would like to jump in on live chat, you're more than welcome. If not, that's fine. There's so much controversy, and there's so many things that are up in the air. It's nuts. This is a worldwide case. I swear, I honestly think that Colorado is like the capital of murders. I mean, you got JonBenet Ramsey, the Watts, you got Columbine. I mean, what the heck is going on? And they're all happening in different counties. Like JonBenet was in Boulder, Littleton, Colorado, Columbine, the Watts, Frederick. Like, what is going on in Colorado? Like, that is a big question. I don't know why she was kept alive. I think maybe it was accidental. I think chloroform. And the reason I say that is because there was evidence of it in the autopsy. From what, I believe I heard that in the discovery, which basically tells you about the whole case. That's also another idea, is harsh and as sickening as that is. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of theories out there. But I think she could have been given chloroform, and they thought they might have given her enough to kill her. Because they probably figured, hey, it killed the kids, so, and then they realized when they got out to Survey 319 that she was still alive. Or when they got her somewhere, I don't know. But I do know that that hole, that shallow grave, was pre-dug. It was pre-dug. Because people literally went out there, out to that site. They went out in August, in the summer, where the heat. They went out in the wintertime, testing the, how hard it was. And each person comes back and says that it was hard as a rock each time. No matter whether it was in winter or it was in summer, we tested them both. It was definitely obvious that it was pre-planned because there's so many clues. There are so many clues. Like, and another thing, I'm sorry guys, whoever else is on here, other than my son and my husband, I know you've heard this before, but I'm catching my husband up real quick before he gets on his game. There's no way that Chris could have achieved everything that he did that morning before his coworkers showed up. And I also think, because for one, he had maybe an hour from the time he got there, which was around, had to have been around like 6:30, 6:45 a.m. An hour from that until his coworkers started showing up. There's no way. There's no way he could have dug that shallow grave, made all those calls, texted people, dumped the kids in the oil tanks. And I also honestly believe that when he was at work on Friday, sorry, I got hiccups, that he purposely started that he made that tiny leak in the can't think of it right now, some line. Jeez, you know what, I really wish my dad was around. He'd be able to tell me, because he worked in the oil gas industries, and you know this, hun. But I think that Chris purposely made that leak so he would have an excuse to be out there first thing Monday morning. But I don't think he was, another thing, I don't think he was out there by himself. Because he had a company truck from Anadarko that automatically had a GPS system to it. Tracked everywhere he went. He literally could only go from home to work, vice versa. Like, nobody could be in his vehicle, but yet they found a lighter in his vehicle. He did not smoke cigarettes or anything else that I know of, or that anybody else knows of. Plus, the lighter they found was in, you know, the door, and then there's like a little compartment at the bottom, babe, on the passenger side. So it wasn't even on the driver's side that they found this lighter. But I am hearing that NK could have possibly smoked cigarettes. Where is the footage at the site? I know when I did security at them kind of sites, there were camera and security officers. No, babe, there wasn't any cameras at that site. Those oil sites at Anadarko are out in the plains, out in the middle of nowhere. Like, Chris Watts was one of the higher up people. He was an operator. Like my dad. Um, there were no cameras out there. He was out in the middle of nowhere, and that was perfect for him. And everybody thinks that he had plans because a few months prior or a year prior, when I was telling you about how one of the oil site oil tank sites, there was a leak and it blew up. Well, everybody thinks that that was the plan. And he was somehow going to get Shanann's car out there and make it look like it was an accident. Like Shanann and the girls went out to the site, even though they never did that. Never once do you ever hear of Shanann going to his job site anyway. And that it was going to be like an accident. She just happened to be there when Survey 319 blew up. And then him and NK will collect the insurance money from Shanann's life insurance, that is. So, honey, I told you the plan. Well, what we think the plan was. I told you the updates. And like you can even see in Chris's like face, he did not know that Nate moved that camera because as soon as he like actually saw the footage, like he had that oh shit look in his eyes. Like, oh my god. Because you see the woman walking out of the garage, you see the red car, the 3-car trick, as AD says. So yeah. Babe, you still there? I think I lost you. I must be really boring tonight. Oh, you are here? Okay, well, okay, then Zach must have left. And it did go from like 3 because I had you and Zach. I don't know who the other person was. It did jump up to 4, but then that person left within a few minutes. So I must really be bad at this. Or it's just because I'm new and I'm basically saying stuff that everybody already knows for the most part. 99% of people already know what I've already said. Or maybe it's because I'm not going late at night. That could be it too. Because when I got all that live chat with those two people couple nights ago, babe. It was because I got on at like 10 or 11 at night, and I was on for almost 2.5 hours. I know YouTube's a hit or a miss. But there's so many YouTubers, creators talking about this case. That could be another reason. Like I said, everybody's heard it before. Like, a lot of people don't want to hear the same old thing from a new creator. Because they're like, oh, they're probably thinking, okay, we already know this. Why do we want to watch this person? Like, and not only that, but I can't do all the, I'm new. I'm on day 5 of doing this, so I don't know all the cool, neat tricks of like backgrounds and how to, like, I don't know, upload videos into the live. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do any of that. And I asked our son if he knew how to do it, and he doesn't know how to do it. And I'm literally technology illiterate. I am surprised I found out how to put a description in. I'm surprised at that. Because I remember you were telling me the other day, you can't just put a title, babe, you gotta put a description too. Something that catches their attention. And I just found out how to do that a couple days ago. Research. Babe, I've literally been researching this case for over 2 years. And if you're talking about researching how to do all these neat techniques, I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna understand it. Like I said, I am illiterate when it comes to technology. No. No research, YouTube, yeah. No research, YouTube, yes. Okay, babe. Elaborate. Sorry. My brain is like not working. Just so you all know, if viewers watch this later, I've had a migraine with being sick all day, so yeah, I'm like dumb today. You have a delay on your stream, so my messages don't come as fast as you talk. Well, I know that, babe. I've realized that. I started realizing that on day 2. But I'm talking about, backgrounds, and so you don't see this. And, how to put up videos and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm dumb. How to do all that. Oh my gosh. Seriously, like, my brain is like mush, all because of this case. And now I'm gonna have to do more research. And yes. Was yes, you will learn. Oh. Well, I appreciate the compliment, babe. But right now, I don't think anybody besides you and our kids and those two people, James and oh my god. I forget what her name was. I think it started with a J. Wanted to talk to me. But like I said, that was late at night when those two talked to me. And have a great night. I'm getting off for the night. Okay, babe. I'm probably only gonna spend like 5-10 more minutes on here and then I'm getting off because yeah. I tried to keep the momentum up, but I'm running on E. Thanks, babe. I will. I love you. So, everybody, whoever watches this later, my biggest fan, my husband. And he's gone. He didn't even say I love you back. How dare him? I'm just kidding. Um, oh, and I found something else out new to me that kind of made me feel stupid. My son told me that this one person that keeps popping up, he said that that's something that automatically pops up. It's like an automatic viewer. And here I thought that there was at least one person watching me. So I feel kind of dumb because I've been talking to basically myself. And occasionally my husband and my kids. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this up for about 5 more minutes. I'm not only beat, but oh my god, I feel like crap. Even though I'm trying to make it as if I'm in a awesome mood, I feel crappy. But I'm definitely putting on a good show. At least face-wise. But, anyhow. Crap. I have no idea about ideas off of anymore because my husband left. Um, hmm. I basically told you guys everything. I don't know why I'm saying you guys. I basically have told my channel everything. So I guess I'm gonna get off here for tonight. I'm very tired. But I hope that people view this because there is some new important information that I've given you, even though you probably have already heard it before. I'm sorry. There's been something in my eyes like all day. Like my eyes been like watery like crazy. So I'm gonna jump off and I will try my best to be on tomorrow around 10 p.m. Actually, make it 10:30 because it seems the later the better. So let's do 10:30 p.m. New York time tomorrow night. I will be on here. I will put it on my thingamajigger so it's out there for everybody to see. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.